and welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then welcome to you. Today I'm going to be doing the September 2020 reads, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction of how this is going to run for September. The setting I have here for September is based on the film Pan's Labyrinth, and I wanted to go along the readings with the labyrinth effect because I feel as though we do sort of live our lives in a labyrinth, a maze basically, where we can take the wrong turn, we come to dead ends, we meet people as well along the way, and I just wanted to go on this theme for the readings for September 2020. Now, if you've never seen the film Pan's Labyrinth and you're into mystical, magical fairies and all, just anything magical really, mythical, then it is worth a watch. It was actually filmed in Spanish, but obviously it has got subtitles on for whatever country you're in. But it was just one of these films. I think it was done quite a while ago, in 2006. Don't quote me on that, but I'm sure it was around 2006 when it was originally filmed. But it's not the film with David Bowie in, because I get a lot of people say, oh, I've seen that film, and I go, and when they start mentioning David Bowie, which was just The Labyrinth, I think that was called, this isn't that. Okay, this isn't that. It's based on the mythology of Pan's, this person here. Okay, and through the decades, people have looked at Pan's as being a positive sort of figure and a negative figure. Okay, I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of that because obviously you can do your own study on the internet regarding that. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing this month. So I hope you will enjoy this portrayal of your own labyrinth in my lovely readings for September 2020. I'm now going to read for the lovely Taurians. So Taurus, because I didn't do the weekly reads because I wasn't very well for the end of August, I did keep the 3 cards, however, just so it looks at the energies that are trailing in from August into September. So I'm just going to move this card out of the way a second and bring those 3 cards in for you. And those cards were purity, okay, we had love, and we had the animal spirit of the crocodile, which is the alchemical sign of water. So the energies that you are sort of coming out of August with, it's like turning over a new slate for you. I felt like it was literally your energies were bringing in a new broom sweeps clean type of energy. There's a lot of things that you are kicking out that's physically, as in within your household, having this great big decluttering, and also about people around you, people who no longer are serving you. Okay, the hangers on, I want to say hangers on, because I do feel that in the past few months there has people been taking you for granted. And I also want to say as well that some of you have been blinded to love. That is why the love is in the challenge card, and having this sort of veil across the person's eyes in that card, it's saying here that there's somebody around you who I feel is attracted to you, and I want to take them as the crocodile energy. I don't feel this is your energy. I feel this is the person who has kept their eye on you and has feelings. Okay, so to be mindful of that going into September. You may be aware that there's somebody in your friend circle who is quite keen on you, but you know, they're quite so shy. I want to say they've got a shy temperament. They absolutely adore you. They love being in your company, spending time with you, and you make them laugh. If that's a clue, you make them laugh. And you can, you know, you laugh at the daftest things between the two of you. They are actually on your wavelength. But it's as though you are blinded. Okay, you know that they are there. I feel that you know that they are there within your, you know, your vibrational field. But I just feel they're in your environment, your friend circle. I want to say friend circle. I mean, it could be that the friend circle is within a workplace. But I just feel that whoever it is, whatever situation it is in. There's a person that's got their beady eye on you, okay, and they are too frightened to speak out and let them know how much they really do like you. But as I said, it may be that you are aware, and I know some Taurians struggle with commitment, and that is why you struggle with love as well, hence why it's in the position of the challenge. So these are the kind of energies that are leaving you coming into September, to be mindful of this. But we'll see how the September messages open up for you, Taurus. So I'm just going to move these two out the way, and we'll keep the foundation card of purity. Okay, now then, the next card that comes out is One with the Sun, Be the Light. And this is about you shining for who you are, shining and not frightened of speaking out, not scared of taking centre stage. One with the Sun is a peaceful energy as well. I think there's been a lot of things going on over the last couple of months where you haven't had time to think for yourself. You haven't been able to enjoy your normal way of life, which obviously I'm not just talking about the pandemic, because that's had a huge influence on everybody's energies and circumstances. But One with the Sun, I just feel for you that you want to feel the warmth back in your life. Because if we look at these two cards, we've got what appears to be like a cold landscape, like winter, okay? And this is what I feel your energies have been, like a winter period. Nothing really, you know, happening a lot, because obviously I don't want to keep just on the pandemic, because this is how you have been feeling energy-wise. I work on energies, and it's as though the winter has been set in your heart. You haven't wanted love to come in. You haven't loved yourself either, Taurus. You've been struggling with issues around you, judging yourself, and it's saying don't be harsh on yourself going into September, because the warmth is going to come back in. You are going to be directed now on a new pathway within your labyrinth, your maze of life. A new pathway is opening up. For some, I do feel that is on a relationship that I picked up at the very start. But One with the Sun here is be directed and go with the flow of your own energy calling. Now, some of you could be thinking about changing your jobs, okay, as you go in September. But all I'm saying is, because I work with energies, you are being pulled. You can see by this card here, you are being attracted to something, you are being attracted to someone, and it's saying go with that flow. Go towards that light that is attracting you. Go to that person that is attracting you. So as we go on, the next card that comes out for you is the Seven of Fire. And this is your passions, your thirst for life. It's as though you just combust, not literally, but it's just like a metaphorical sense. You are bursting with energy, you are bursting with passion, and the thaw has literally started to set in, because you have been in this winter period where you have felt sort of left out in the cold by certain people or family, or in a work ethic where you didn't feel like you fit in. But just know, going into September, all this warmth, this golden energy is coming in, and it's going to illuminate for you. It's like you'll just get this realization. Yes, I need to focus on this. I need to challenge my energy into that, and you're fueled. With the Seven of Fire, it's a fuel coming in. So the next card that comes through was the Three of Stars, and it's visions. And it's weird how we started this reading with no vision, because that person is sort of shielded, okay, across the eyes, cannot see any clarity, cannot see where they are going and what have you. But the maze and the labyrinth path is opening up wide for you in September. And the Three of Stars brings you visions. So you can start to see things. You can start to visualize yourself in situations, whether with a person in a romantic level or visions of a new opportunity that you, or a creativity project, or a business, or like I say, a change of job, a change of house, a change of just going on holiday, even vision yourself going away on holiday. And one with the sun, it could be as simple as that, where you think, I need sun on me, I've been too much in a winter state. And that's where you start to manifest. And I just want to say, as I said, it's just about this igniting, this passion, this burning ambition, and everything is coming to light. We've got so much light in this reading for you along the pathway. Now then, in this reading, there are some hidden magical fairy sort of beings that present themselves, okay? And the one is hidden and you cannot see in this maze. They have been watching you, and that person is the dreamer. Visions, trance, apparitions, okay? Now, they are taking on or trying to bring in that energy on your pathway to sort of try and bring these visions. She's desperately trying to say there are certain situations and things that you need to be manifesting. It could be that you will get messages in September through your dreams, to be aware of that as well, Taurus. But it's saying here that she is working behind the scenes. We've got a lot of green here. It's healing. The Taurians that I've picked up with, it could be that you have been in a winter state because you haven't been well. There's been certain things that have taken you out of action. But she's manifesting behind the maze, behind the greenery, within the labyrinth, bringing you these apparitions now to start putting into place and follow the light, follow the warmth, and follow the passions, okay? The other person, but this is one that confronts you on the labyrinth in September, and it's these delightful little creatures called the topsy-turvies, okay? Doesn't matter how you turn this card round, they are there. Okay, I love these cards. Now these cards, it's just a little quick story about the cards. I've had them 18 months. They're the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud. Every time I got them out the box, they didn't speak to me. I put them away, but they were calling to me for the September reads, saying we have messages for your zodiac signs, and I've literally worked with them in this read. So the topsy-turvies for you are saying they are the creatures where they will tell you, don't just look at it from your side of the fence. Don't judge somebody by what you see, because by turning things around or studying it at a different angle gives you a different perspective of things. So I felt that in a situation will be arising in September where one, it's to do with that romantic relationship where that person has kept their mouth closed, and you will start to look at them in a different light. So it's just saying there, there's all eyes appearing. It's saying, look what's in front of you, okay? Look what's in front of you. Take stock of what is going on around you. Also be mindful of the people that you are attracting as well. And sometimes we can judge people too quickly. And again, it's just saying, be mindful of that. Don't judge somebody by their cover. And I also say you'll get a heads up this month on a situation. Now, somebody could approach you saying there's a job going at such and such, and you get a heads up on that. You get a heads up on some important information that others will be blinded to. Okay, so I do feel this could be, you know, internally a job may come up and somebody will say, I'm giving you the heads up on this. This is coming through. It's that kind of an energy. Again, it's not going to resonate for all of you, but I wanted to put that in there. On these cards this month, we've got numbers, and I did my little bit of math, worked it all out, added them up, and the repeated numbers I had for you, we had number 5, number 7, number 6, okay, and number 10. So those numbers are key for you, whether it's anniversary reminders, birthdays, special dates going through the month of September, or synchronicities of numbers that you will see going through the month of September. And if you do see these numbers repeatedly, just know those are your angels trying to give you messages, and you can look those numbers up on the internet, and it will give you an extra guided message if you didn't already know that. So because it's numbers, I have got my numerology deck here that I just want to pull an extra number for you. So let's just get this out for you, Taurus. And we have 666, okay? And that's the angel number of abundance, luck and optimism. So I do feel there is luck coming up in the month of September because you're going to get the heads up about something. The abundance, I feel, again, that is an abundance of time and energy, allowing you to do things for what you want to do in September. Being at one with that sun, getting yourself out, some me time, maybe just be walking back out with some of your friends, okay? And optimism is saying, I want to say the optimism ties in with the visions. So have this future vision, because I do feel there's some kind of a project or something that you're trying to get off the ground, or it's a new hobby that you're trying to get into and you're very optimistic about it, and you will be putting this into place. I also want to say as well, because I want to turn this card upside down, 999, and having the topsy-turvies here for some of you, not all of you, to say that whilst you haven't got your eye on the ball, for some of you, and it might not be directly you, but somebody in your family, there could be a news of a burglary or somebody trying to break in to a property in September, or trying to break into your car or pinch your car of a family member or a friend. Just to be mindful there, because the 999, I wanted to say that leapt out to me as well. So I just wanted to bring that into you. So Taurus, what I'm going to do now is read you my little bit of meditative poetry. I've just had to reset my phone, so if the setting looks just a tiny little bit different, it's just that the battery had gone and I had to recharge it for a bit. So without further ado, I'm going to read you now my little bit of poetry for this month, okay? And it says, the labyrinth of life is teaching you that you may not have all the answers at this moment in time. You have to learn to open your heart to receive love. You have spent too long with your back against the wall in the shadows of the dark. Time to embrace on a new path. See the light and feel the sun. Ignite the spark. No need to run from fears that fuel your doubts and inhibitions. Time to trust your dreams and visions. For you may not see the dreamer who hides within the maze. This much she wants to remind you, not to have your gaze diverted to temptation in disguise. Don't always take things for face value. Read between the lines. Remember, the labyrinth of life is just a maze we create ourselves. The hedges can grow to what height we allow them to, but we are never alone. You are greeted by the topsy-turvies. They are here to say, hang on, don't always judge a book by its cover. Look at it from other people's points of view. They teach you that you are not always right. So my lovelies, that was the sort of lessons that wanted to be passed on to you to be mindful of in the month of September. So my lovely Taurians, what I'm going to do now is just finish this reading by picking out a charm out of here. We've got loads of little charms. So I'm just going to dip in and let's have a look what comes out for you. Wow. And we have the little, it's like a little turtle, like tortoise. And this is about coming out of your protective shell. Okay, let me just put that there a second. It's coming out of your protective shell. Things have been slow going as well because, and I want to say you've been burying your head in the sand. That's why that turtle has come out for you. So it's just saying that you do feel as though you've been walking in sand. Okay, sinking in sand. It's been hard going, and you have felt, like I say, you put this environment around you to protect yourself from people. That is why you guard your heart, because I feel that some of you have been hurt in the past and therefore you are worried about getting hurt again. But the turtles come out to you to say you are protected, okay? You are protected going through the month of September, and things are slowly progressing forward for you. So where there could have been situations where you feel that it hasn't been progressing, okay, it may not have been progressing as fast as you would like, but just know you will get there in the end, okay? That is why the turtle has come out. And as I said, it's about this protection element with the shell, okay? You set your little comfort zones, and I do feel like it's a little message to say you need to step out of that comfort zone as we go into September. And by doing that, it will allow things to start flowing in towards you, okay? So my lovely Taurians, I hope you can take something away from that reading this month. If you're new to my channel, any likes, subscribes and shares helps my channel grow, and I will look forward to reading to you next time. So take care, my lovelies. Bye then.